Hey guys, welcome to Digit.in, and like we said, we are going to be at the launch event of the Google Pixel smartphone, and that's exactly where we are. And while we wait for the audience to build up a little bit, I would like to just show you guys out here. Is the show floor where things are really picking up. All these are the demo zones where everything is available to check out. As you can see, media from all over the world is here, and so are we. And we are going to get you quick looks at all these devices on our YouTube channel soon. But if you guys were following the news that was happening, we have the Daydream VR setup out here. And as you can see, people have the opportunity to experience it. It's got a more comfortable build, and as you can see, people can actually experience it, and the device comes with a little bit of a remote control that can actually be housed in the VR headset itself and give you an immersive experience. It's a plug-and-play system, so you really don't need to configure this with your smartphone. The Daydream VR headsets actually just you plug your phone in. I'm not sure if you guys can see it clearly, but there it is. That's the VR headset right there with the phone plugged in. Everybody's experiencing it. You have a little bit of controller, and there's a lot of noise out here, so I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me very clearly. But if you guys just want to check out some of the products that were announced, so that is the Chromecast Ultra. To begin with, it's going to have 4K HDR support. Price in India for both the Pixel and the Pixel XL, please Bhaskar, the price starts at 57,000 rupees for the Pixel smartphones, and it will be available in the grey and black color in India. Unfortunately, this blue color, which you can see right in front of me, is not going to be available in India. It is a little disappointing, but pre-orders start on the 13th of October for the two smartphones in India, and it starts at 57,000 rupees. Pre-orders are from Flipkart, is the exclusive online partner. We had that story exclusively on Digit since last night for me at least, here in San Francisco. And of course, here you have a look at the Daydream VR headset. It has a housing for the remote control. Now, a very cool thing, like I just showed you back there, is that the Daydream VR headset comes with a remote control, and there's a place to house the remote control right in the front there, so you can't lose it easily. Like I said, that's the Chromecast Ultra. Again, same as the rumors were suggesting, it does 4K HDR. Now, very cool thing is that it has Ethernet support as well, and once we get our hands on it, we would like to show you the Ethernet support, which is great considering Ethernet is a stronger connectivity option when it comes to streaming 4K high resolution stuff. You have Google Home also, which is right here. On the right, it comes with a variety of base plates that you can change, and it's essentially everything that we've seen. And on the left of the Chromecast there you can see is the Google Wi-Fi. So that's actually very interesting, and we got a couple of demos on stage, but it's something that we'd really like to see in action. It essentially eliminates all your needs to have dedicated configurations for the Wi-Fi. And of course, here we have the Pixel smartphones. Oops, let me see if I can get you guys a closer look right there. They'll be running on Android 7.1 Nougat, the latest operating system. Well, Shiva, the price may be a little high. Yes, I agree with you there, especially considering what the India pricing was announced. It's nice to see that Google is launching a phone in India so soon, especially considering the fact that the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus goes on sale in India this weekend. On the 7th is when they will be available in stores, both online and offline. So it's nice to see Google try to take on the iPhones in India. I still wish the pricing was the way it was maintained on the Nexus 4, 5, 5X were launched in India. But considering the specifications, the Snapdragon 821, 4GB of RAM, 32 and 128GB built-in storage, 2770 and 3450 mAh battery options available. Here are our media friends from India itself. And this crowd here, what you can see is all the people trying to get their hands on the Pixel phones. I will wait for a little bit of time before I can get my hands on it. Let me see if I can quickly get you guys a glimpse of the phone in action. As you can see, there is one phone tethered here in someone's hands. It's a lot of excitement and buzz actually. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer to get you a look at the phone. Oh, here we have another unit. I'm sorry.
And so you can tap Wi-Fi at exact Wi-Fi. Okay.
Sorry guys, you're going to have to hold on for a second while I navigate traffic of people to get to a phone.
Like you smaller ones like as well.
Okay, So I have navigated through the traffic of people, and do you have a phone with you here?
No.
Okay, so there you guys have it. Is that the Pixel or the Pixel XL?
That's the XL.
Okay, so guys, here is the Pixel XL. That's with a 5.5-inch display and a 3450 mAh battery. We have the story live on Digits, so you guys can go check out more of the specifications. Like I said earlier, it's only going to be the black and silver variant that are going to make an appearance in India. The blue one, if you guys can see right there, the blue one is not going to come to India. The price is starting at about 57,000 rupees. 32 and 128 GB variants available. I'm actually waiting for people to finish taking some shots before I can take the phone in my hand and get you guys a closer look. Until then, if you guys have any questions about the other products, you can let me know in the comment section here, and I will do my best to answer them. And as you can see right up here, you have a variety of cases. Which of these will be available in India is not known yet, but they are kind of pretty funky, good looking cases if you are someone that likes putting case on their smartphone. And just to give you guys a glimpse of the scale of the event that's happening right here, it's pretty darn big. A lot of you guys are talking about how expensive the phone is. I kind of agree with you. I still think if you convert the US price directly, it comes close to about 46,000 rupees, and it's about 10,000 rupees more expensive in India at the starting price. And I think that's of course due to the imports and the variety of taxes that we have to pay in India for gadgets. So a lot of you guys are asking about the launch in India, especially Abhilash. You seem to be really excited about the price in India. The launch in India is going to be available for pre-order starting October 13th on Flipkart, exclusively online, and with a bunch of offline retailers like Chroma and Reliance Digital. Kinush, there is no price on the specific models. It just says we were informed that the price starts at 57,000 rupees. Akshay, about the camera, the DxO rating given to this camera is 89, which is apparently the highest ever given to a smartphone camera, and that's something we'd really like to put to the test. We have a lot of tests back at Digit that we can do with these cameras and these smartphones, and as you can see, the devices are here. We will give you a more detailed hands-on soon. Kushank says 2,700 for the Pixel and 3,500 for the Pixel XL. Well, are you talking about the battery backup? Because you're pretty close as to what they announce. Sumit, can get two OnePlus 3s. Well, yes, that is true. You can get two OnePlus 3s for the price. Stay tuned, Devansh, for the review. It will be coming soon. How is the design? Is it appealing? Well, as you can see, people are still shooting the phone, so I really can't pick it up in my hand yet, but I would like to show you that it's a very iPhone-esque design. If you can get a look at the back of the phone in just a second, but the front, you can see that it has a thick jaw and a thick forehead, slightly very reminiscent of things that we have seen on the iPhone. And we're just going to turn the phone around for you here and show you guys. You have the fingerprint sensor on the back, the Google logo right there, the camera, the flash, the fingerprint sensor, and is that glass or metal on the back?
So this is glass over here on top.
So the top has glass and the bottom has metal. It feels like a premium phone so far, but yes, all the leaks and rumors apparently were true. There is no surprise left anymore.
It does have a 3.5 mm jack.
It does have a headphones jack. So all those of you that have invested in really good audio gear with a headphones jack, you guys should be really happy about the fact that it still has a headphones jack. Your audio gear remains intact. Rajat, if you can just turn it around and show me the ports and options. So I guess that's the SIM tray slot that's on the left, and if you can turn it on the other side, you have the volume rocker and the power button. Pretty standard as to what we've seen. Yes, Shishir, it has Gorilla Glass 4 protection. At the bottom you can see it has USB Type-C connectivity, and I believe those are the two speakers on either side, or is it mono, is it stereo?
I think it would be one speaker and one microphone.
Okay, so yeah, we will confirm that to you guys soon. Harshad, like I said, it has a DxO Mark certification of 89, which is the highest given. Yes, there is no camera bump. Devansh, you can check that out. The camera bump has gone. So if you're someone with the Nexus 6P and thinking about the camera bump, well, too bad, you know. So as you can see over here is just another color to show you guys the back of the Pixel XL smartphone. Like I said, the blue one is not going to be available in India. That's another blue one right there at the back. It's going to be this one, which you see right in front of you. Is it waterproof? That's a good question. They didn't announce any IP certifications, did they? No, so there is no information on whether they're waterproof. I wouldn't think so. Another thing what you can see right here in front of you is the Google Assistant in action, which is going to come preloaded on all the phones. It's going to be a part of Android 7.1. We did see a nifty bunch of features of the Google Assistant, and we might just see a demo out here. So that's a look at the phone, you guys. It's the Pixel XL Antutu score and heating. Kinshu, we're just going to take a look at some more details soon and publish those stories for you guys on Digit. Anya, no, it's not really waterproof or dustproof. Those things weren't announced. And for all you guys who are fans, there's MKBHD right there in the corner doing his product videos. And I'm actually just waiting my turn to finish this live and show you guys some more stuff. It's a lot of excitement and buzz happening out here from the event. As you can see, people are experiencing the Daydream VR headset as well. Oh, I would love to keep talking on. This is by far one of the highest we've seen. Is the Google Assistant same as Google Allo? Yes, Shashwat, it is the same as we have seen on Google Allo. Again, I will go back to that section and show you guys the phone once again. It is the same, but of course more personal this time around. So just to give you guys an explanation of what the Google Assistant can do is once you switch it on and say, let's say you say something as simple as, can you tell me about my appointments today, and your calendar appointments turn up. You can shift your appointments around. It's just like talking to a real assistant. So you could say, switch my 3 o'clock appointment to 4 p.m. and it will do that. You could say, make a reservation at a hotel near me, and it will show all the hotels that are near you. It will also show you, hey, it will also show you not only the hotels near you, but also the way. So it essentially eliminates the process of you, okay, here's both the phones together in case you guys wanted to see a little bit of a difference. And I'm just going to let them shoot, not going to be a hindrance. Yes, actually we would like a demo. Hi, I'm Sameer, a journalist from India.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Steve.
Hey, Steve.
I'm the product manager on the assistant.
All right, so Steve, for all our audience back in India, and it's a building audience base right now, can you quickly run us through some of the key features of the
Sure.
phone? Which is this? Is this the XL or?
This is the XL.
Okay.
This is the Pixel XL.
Okay.
And to get into the assistant, it's super easy. You see the home button here.
Yep.
All you have to do is long press, so I can ask, show me pictures of the Golden Gate Bridge. And then it comes right up.
Okay.
And because this is a conversation, you'll see that it's a chat style UI.
Okay.
You also see suggestions for other things that you might want to look at. Why? Because people who are interested in the Golden Gate Bridge oftentimes want to know about Alcatraz Island, which is really, really close by.
And the Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage film as well, The Rock.
Yes,
right?
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
But it's not just public images. I can also ask, for example, show me my pictures of Emily.
Can you reduce the brightness a little bit? The screen is burning up right here.
Yeah, sure, I can do that. Let's see, on brightness.
Doesn't it have the shortcuts from the swipe down?
Yeah, I guess I'm just old school and I like to just go here.
Alright.
Brightness level, I'll turn that down a little bit for you. Is that better?
Yes, much better. A little
Okay.
more if you could turn it down a little more. Oh,
Sure.
yeah, that's...
Is that good?
and we're perfect. Thank you.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Okay, so show me my pictures of Emily. So these are actually my pictures of Emily.
Okay.
This is my daughter.
Okay.
So it's not just pictures from the web. I can even be more narrow and specific. I could ask pictures of Emily in Europe. And now it'll go through my catalog and find just those images. So Sundar also talked about our advances in image recognition. So I could also ask, for example, pictures of the Rialto Bridge. And this is actually the picture that I took of the Rialto Bridge.
Okay.
I didn't have to tag it or anything. I just uploaded it.
Okay.
And Google recognized the prominent features in the background and know that when I'm asking for the Rialto Bridge, this is the one.
And it's of course picking up this data based on locations, the geotagging and facial recognition.
Exactly. Location as well as the facial recognition for recognizing Emily and the Rialto Bridge because that's what the Rialto Bridge actually looks like.
Okay.
Other examples of personal features include, what are my flights? So I'm actually going to Atlanta later this week to visit my older daughter who's in college.
Okay.
And so this is my upcoming flight.
Okay.
I can also ask, show me my restaurant reservations. So these are some restaurants that we're going to. Bacchanalia, I heard, is really good. If I
Okay.
want to get reviews for Bacchanalia, check this out. Bacchanalia on Yelp. The assistant actually takes me straight to the Yelp app with the Bacchanalia page loaded up.
Okay.
This not only works with just restaurants, but I could also say, for example, Beyonce on Instagram. And this is the Instagram app of Beyonce.
Okay.
Martin Luther King's speech on YouTube. His I Have a Dream speech. And lastly, if I want to catch up on the political race, I could ask Hillary Clinton on Twitter.
Okay. So a question that I have is, up till before Google Assistant came about, you could do the same thing with Google Now. But the difference with Google Now was the integration of the apps wasn't so seamless. It would give you app suggestions. You had to open Twitter or Zomato or YouTube separately, but you could get to there. So this is essentially a deeper integration with Google Now.
It's a deeper integration. It uses the conversational interface. It actually biases you towards doing stuff rather than showing you stuff on a result page. In the old days, if I had said, for example, TripAdvisor, it would take me to the search result page, but now it just takes me actually directly to the app itself.
Okay.
So it's really just more seamless in terms of being biased towards action and helping you out. So whereas search is really about giving you a search result page that has a bunch of relevant stuff, we've gone one step further and said, gee, on the search result page, what might be the most relevant thing? Can I actually do that for you? And in that way, it makes for a more action-oriented Google and one that's more personalized towards you.
Also, coming to some of the other features of the smartphone, it retains a headphone jack, unlike other smartphones that have given up on it. The Snapdragon 821, which is a step up from the Snapdragon 820, 4GB of RAM, 32 and 128 GB storage. So it's great to see smartphones shifting away from the 16 GB baseline. Also, let's come to the camera, which is another important feature of the Pixel smartphones. The DxO rating of 89, right?
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
So I believe that's a site that actually does camera ratings, and they basically took our camera and did a comprehensive set of benchmark tests and compared it with all the other smartphones and gave us that particular score. Actually, I'm not the camera expert, but if you go to my colleague here, she can tell you a lot more about the camera and the photos and things like that.
Absolutely.
I'm really the assistant expert.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for this.
Oh, no
this
worries.
Great, thank you. So
Have
are you
fun.
free to talk to our audience live right now? Yes.
Hi there. Hi.
Let me see if the real expert is available.
All right, okay, until then, I'm just going to see if I can show my audience a little bit more of the phone and answer some of the questions. So, guys, it has a 12 megapixel rear camera. For those of you that are wondering, it's got 4 GB of RAM. It's available in the two variants, like you can see right in front out here. A 5-inch variant and a 5.5-inch variant. Price is starting at 57,000 rupees. Availability, the pre-orders start on October 13th. You can pre-order it on Flipkart exclusively online. And for offline, you have retailers like Reliance Digital and Chroma that are going to be housing the device. Abir is asking, what is the use of such advances in software when it can be development and integrated with other phones? Of course, it can be developed and integrated with other phones. Any phone running on Android 7.1 can have the Google Assistant. It's just we have the photos out here. Devansh, yes, the photos there is HDR plus. A lot of photos, a majority of the photos are taken in HDR plus, is what Google tells us, because the camera is so smooth, so fast, and doesn't have a bump. we have the camera expert to talk to our audience. Hi, my name is Samir. I'm
Nice
from
to
a
meet you. I'm Ronald,
publication
one of the product managers at Google.
in India. I'm a journalist from India with a magazine and a website called
welcome
Digit.
to our event here.
Yes. So, can you elaborate on the features of the camera for our
Sure, of
audience?
course,
And you
of
have
course.
both the phones, both the sizes, right?
Three actually. I've got 3 phones here in my pocket. But I've got the quite black. Turn this over here. I've got the quite black. I've got the really blue, and I've got the very silver.
All right. Okay. Awesome.
So I guess we'll use the bigger one here.
And just since we're using the XL, just to be clear, the camera on both the smartphones is exactly
The same. So the internal guts of all of the 5.5 and the 5, the Pixel and the Pixel XL, they're all exactly the same. The only two differences, obviously, is the screen size and battery. Just the amount of size there. But we're really excited that the camera stack up is the exact same for all of them. We actually have a dimly lit room you can go to test out a lot of the low light things later on. But with the camera itself, a lot of the big significant. So we maintain the same 1.55 micron like sensor size. We added a 2.0 aperture item there. The key here is, I think, a lot of the software improvements we made. HDR processing for us is increased by 2x the speed. So, it's 2x faster, excuse me. So you can take a bunch of shots like this, for example, in like a dimly lit room with the light contrast not there, and the HDR processing happens a lot faster.
Okay.
There's small little touches here that I'm like a really big fan of. For example, let's see, we're here, I can double twist like this, take a picture of you and I here in selfie mode here, or even use one of the up and down volume rockers to take a bunch of photos here. And of course, double twist back and take a picture of your other folks here at the event. So small little touches like that.
Okay.
There's other small other item things here that, let's say I want to do autofocus and snap an autofocus to here. I can actually hold my thumb here, and now autofocus, auto exposure is locked. I can actually change the exposure here as well. So we've entered this pro mode, if you will, to give you a lot more control over this. And of course, when you leave the camera and you come back, it's back into auto mode. So it's retained there.
So a question is, some of our audience is saying that a score of 89 is something that is given by is given to DSLRs. On some websites.
In some websites.
Yeah.
So DxO specifically rates all the smartphones together.
Okay.
And I personally have a DSLR as well. I just got myself a mirrorless thing. However, when it comes to taking shots for HDR, I just pull out my Pixel phone, and I just take a shot there because HDR processing happens so much faster there.
All right. So at the announcement, we saw the fact that when you click pictures in a burst mode, the algorithm itself picks the best picture itself. So can you give us a demo of that?
So you probably want to go try the room. However, I will do that here. So what we can do is we can hold it down, and it's beginning to take a bunch of photos right now. Actually, I've taken a gazillion photos.
Okay.
I've managed to take 33 photos in the time
In the
here.
span of a few seconds.
Yes, that's correct. So we'll go to the gallery, and it's already creating an animation of those photos. So if you're moving your phone, we'll create animations for that. If you're actually going through, notice I took up all these photos, but now it's processing the 33 and picking which ones are actually really good. A little bit hard to do here because it's really, we're kind of well lit behind this like fantastic LED screen and a lot of light here. But once you're in motion in a dark room, for example, you can actually see it pick the right items.
All right.
You can see here, you can see all of the ones that are here. All the ones that are here, you can kind of decide which ones you want to pick. Some of them, as you can see, are a little more blurrier, but we'll be able to pick, where the contrast is bigger, you'll be able to pick the ones that are clearest.
Okay.
Yep.
So can you talk a little bit about the front-facing camera? What's the megapixel count
Sure.
of that?
So
and a little bit of the
the
specs?
megapixel count is
Thank you.
No, I'm okay, thank you. Yeah. The front-facing one is 8 megapixels. I'm not familiar with I don't remember the sensor size as well. Like a guy over there will be able to tell you.
That's okay.
I don't know if your audience, you told your audience that, but we are doing unlimited original quality photos.
All right, guys, so just to reiterate, how Google was giving you free photo storage but down-resing your photos? Well, if you have a Pixel or you buy a Pixel or a Pixel XL smartphone, that's not going to be the case. You can save all your photos in the resolution in which you click them. So that's one thing. So will the update for the camera or the camera features be available on non-Pixel smartphones as well?
So for now, this is available to Pixel. Some of the software upgrades will be going out to the previous Nexus devices, but for the for the latest and greatest, like ones that take advantage of hardware and the original unlimited quality photos, that's only available for Pixel.
All right.
The other thing we do offer, we do mention, we did build was a feature we're calling Smart Storage.
Okay.
What this does is that when the phone is really full, when like you're almost out of space, what we're going to do is automatically clear off old photos that you have not seen and have not used in a long time. And we allow the customer to actually configure whether they want to save 30 days, 60 days, 90 days of full res photos on their device.
Okay.
We'll still retain the thumbnails, you'll still access them from Google Photos, but what this really means is that for most users, you can continuously take pictures and never actually worry about deleting or removing photos or choosing photos.
Absolutely. So it essentially means that your storage is freed up for everything else.
Not only is it unlimited free storage, it's storage you never have to worry about. So you can literally take an unlimited set of photos, because even with unlimited storage, for other phones, you may still need to worry, like, oh, should I, do I keep this phone of my cute dog or my cute kid? And it's like it's a tough choice to make,
Absolutely. Is there anything else about the camera that you'd like to tell us?
No, except you should walk into that room and try it out.
I will definitely once this ends. Thank you so much. This was a great demo.
Thank you
a lot of people want to see the VR headset, so I'm going to head that side right now. Well, there you guys. That was a demo of the camera of the Pixel and the Pixel XL in action. A lot of you that have just joined us are asking me about the specifications and the price. I'm quickly going to reiterate some of the specifications and the price of the phones. It's available in two form factors, 5 inches and 5.5 inches. Snapdragon 821 and 4 GB of RAM on both, 32 GB storage, and me now for a little bit right here at the event. 32 and 128 GB storage options available to about close to 2400, 24,500 and 3450. No, thank you. And